G'day, today we're having a look at a new game. This one's called Railbound. It should be a nice little puzzle one. So basically, I think what we've got to do is just we've got trains, we've got little cars, carriages, that's a pretty bad name for them. And what we need to do is connect the carriages to the cars. So we are obviously in the tutorial levels here. Let's see how we go. Okay, so I guess what I've got to do is press... Right, okay, he's going that way. Okay. It's not really clear which direction he was going to take out of that one. Alright, so what we want to do then is just flip those like that, nice and easy. Game was suggested to me by someone. Apologies, I don't have their name in front of me at the moment. Well, we're done here. I'll try and make sure I give them credit. Right, so I just got to rip them up and move them. Right, cool. Easy enough. Okay. We've got 3, so I guess we just... His route, I guess, needs to be longer than his, because he needs to get in there first, because he's 2. I hope I pronounced this correctly. Javica? Javica was who suggested this one, so thank you to Javica. That does certainly seem like a nice casual game that is my sort of speed. Okay, so... I guess that's the sort of... Oh, that's right. Okay, so what we do is that and then just flip it. Yep, cool. I was thinking about something about the way I was dragging it in. That was a problem. Okay, so we just go... Easy enough. Because he's going that way, we're going to have to flick him backwards. If that's enough. Well, yep. We've still got 2 more, so I guess we need to make sure he's got a point where he can connect like that, because they can't share a connection. Doesn't look like the game's ever going to make us have to swap stuff up as it's as we're moving. Okay. Yep, okay. Alright, so we're now at 3. Can't move those either, they're in place. Right, so anything that's the dark brown we can't shift. So I guess firstly we want this guy just to get in straight as quick as possible. We then want this guy to be second man in. So then this guy just needs to be longer than that. I think that should work out. Well, it looks like what we've gained there is a whole bunch of extra levels as well, so they must just play on to certain ones we've already done with an extra challenge. I think that probably that's all we need to do for this guy. Alright, now we're looking the other way, so we need... I'll go up one more, so let's flip him up there. That. Get this guy to come down there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 squares that he crosses. We're 1 too short there. Maybe we're making him go too far around. If we flip him this way. He's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares till he gets there. But what if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Next time we've got him too short again. Get rid of those two. Try that. I've done a disservice there as well because this guy now can't connect into that connection. We obviously can't have them share a connection like that. Again, that won't work because only one of them will be able to make that turn. They sort of need two separate connections to be able to do it. One up short again. Not seeing this one. So basically, it just means that this guy has to have fewer steps to the end than what these other guys do. I'm one short on this layout. Is there any way I can make this one shorter? Again, let's just try and flip this around. I don't know. I've put that back exactly how it was, right? So it's this. We flip him like that. And that doesn't work because he needs the turn. I can't flip it for him. Again, that doesn't work because I need the... Oh, this one's stumping me nicely. Alright. Let's come back to that one. Is that 11B? Let's have a look at... Alright, well... A sense of victory with knocking over that guy. Well, this guy, I'd say we want to just sort of like swing up a bit more. Is that enough? Nope. Work. How's that? I don't have any more available road. I feel like that's going to put him behind this guy. Well, it does mean that this guy can just go straight now. He needs at least one extra square. So he's hitting this at 2, he's hitting this at 4. But then it means this guy has to hit he's going to hit here, he has to do it at least 5. So if we had 2 more, we're okay there. That. Ah. That won't work. Get out of there. How's that? Ah. I'm amazed that that took him as long to get there as it took this guy to get there. Basically put it back to how it was. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, he's running in the exact same distance. Okay, that separates the 2 of them. That's 1, 2. He's 1, 2, 3, 4. He's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have to have had 5 pass before this guy hits there. I don't have... Oh no, I could hit him there. He went straight up, like that. There we go. Okay, next up. I'm too short for what I feel like I need to do here. I need to have 3 come out and then go up and then across. So it doesn't feel like there's any way to make this shorter for 1. To get from one end to the other, one has to do that. And surely the only way to get 2 behind him is to go that way because 1's got such a long journey. There's no way to get 3, like 1 and 3 are going to collide as they go that path. 1 and 3 would collide if they went that way. It's definitely throwing down the challenge on some of these puzzles. Alright. And I can get those guys sort of around, but just got them in the wrong order. That was an achievement, though. I'll take that at least. So if we go up... Yeah, I totally can't see it. Basically what I had before. Alright, let's revisit that one. That seems problematic to get. I don't think we want him going that way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This guy has to get to there on 8, but I also can't use a curve to connect any of these guys, I don't think. Because they'll need the they need these parts to connect to, but and there's nowhere really on here to make that connection. Up there I can only have like the one switch. One test, can I swap that mid-game? No. Recycle that and assume back as I just take one step back. Yeah, so we do that and we've got these two guys at the back. This would sort of work, the only problem being that this connector's wrong. How do we fix that? I want to see if I do this and then I hit it. Yeah, can't change that connection. Alright, what if we get rid of that and then turn this guy around like that? That's it. There we go. Alright, 2 to go in this section. I feel like we want to get these before we move on. But I'll give up if I can't solve it. I'll revisit them later, rather. Okay. So let's try the style we used there. Well, let's start from 3 as opposed to from 1. Close. No, because once they came to there, they then just sort of duck out of the other one. Alright. Duck back into where 2 is. There's nothing stopping us from doing that. Right, so what if we just did this? This is 1 closer. There we go. Sort of being blind to the squares we already had there. Alright, let's see if that gives us any... opens our eyes at all for this one. Okay. So the question then is, can we use this track? Can we just do a circle for these guys? So let's not worry about 1 yet. What can we do to make 2 turn around? Almost. Almost there, because the only problem is going to be that we're just going to head this way as opposed to down. So 2 would go through and come around and turn around. 3 would go down and around. Can't get this guy to connect, say, any further up. So I'm close here. Alright, let's say he doesn't need to turn. But he's going to go that way. We stop him from using the turn. We've got one more square at this point, so he's just going to ride through that correctly. But also he's going to outrun too. Like if we do this, you can see that I've flipped him around. Still can't work out how I get this 3 to like not use the same path as what I'm asking the 1 to use. I mean, again, let's try and do this as if we're trying to get 3's route sorted before we're getting 1. So if we do that, then that means that 3 is going to use he's going to follow that instruction and not worry about this. That also means that we don't have enough space to get this guy to loop. You can't do that sort of connection into there. That's the sort of connection we need for 1 to be able to get in. Okay, what if we work this another way? What if we assume that our goal is to get this guy to come up here and then come down? Because that's not going to affect this guy. Like that. Close. We need this guy to take a little bit longer. Slightly longer to get in here somehow. Slightly longer. So if say he came down in here and did that, we then just need to have this guy sort of still flick around, but he can't do it on that square. See, he's got heaps of time before 1 gets there, so there's no harm in this guy coming further up. Alright, let's say he comes straight. And that he's... Well, again, that doesn't allow him to sort of like pass through, allowing this guy to get through, so let's just correct what I had there. Kind of need him to go straight and whip around, but there's no way that I can tell him to go straight and that he won't take that angle. Is there a way that I can tell them that go straight on this curb? I think there is. But it was if I could say to this guy, go this way and ignore that, then this problem would be solved. Hopefully that's not a thing that I'm just missing as a function of this. Alright, so if we go... Does nothing. It's that I've still got 1 square as well. problem is that I can't just have him, they sort of like go further and then run this up. You know what, I was gonna say I could do that. But then that would just get these guys stuck in an eternal loop. I'm determined to get this one. Let's send him this way to give this a slightly different perspective. Okay, again, just playing this. They're going to hit. And that's the exact same problem I had before. Now it's just at the top as opposed to down the bottom. More I could do that. Well, actually, no, let's try this. What if I went that? That. Almost. Almost. It's again, it's, if this guy didn't have to take the turn here and just went straight, you could pass down here and take longer than 2 to get to that point. And it's taken me just too many squares to solve this. And that doesn't work. That doesn't work either. For this setup, he would have to hit there because he's the straight. Man, I don't know why this one's getting me so much. I suppose it is the only... Well, it's just 14A. It's not even the B one, is it? Okay, so that can't be the case. He has to be the turn. He has to be the turn. This guy has to be the straight. They're the definites, because otherwise this guy's not going to get through. Okay, so that doesn't work for so many different reasons. The 2 is going to be faster than the 1. 3 and the 2 are just going to collide, and even if they didn't, if they went through each other, at least the 3 would get to the right, be the right place at the right time. So again, let's get rid of 1. Try to work this out from 2's point of view. I'm going to persevere for a couple more minutes. We go 1. Apologies to those that have put out an idea that I can't see and just screaming at the computer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he would have to hit that way later than there. And if I was to set him into a circle here with 3, it also doesn't work because... Because 3 has to be behind him. So say, again, we flip... When I say again, I mean I'm just literally doing the same thing again. That puts them in the correct order. Problem is I can't afford that. Almost. So close. One square off. Because then if I did... It's 2 squares off, really. Well... Again, that I've made this one before. It doesn't work because he can't hit the turn. He has to hit the straight. I mean, I just want to quickly check the menus just to make sure that, like, there isn't just a control section or a... something that I'm missing here. Because I feel like... Now he comes out, this guy comes out, he goes out 1. Try and use this setup again. He goes through and he comes back. What I say, this guy has to use the turn, which is why this doesn't work, because I'd have to get that doesn't work because he's not going to take longer to get there. So the two of those are going to collide when they try and do that. So you do that. They're in the right order there. But I think this is the one where I don't have enough squares to then make it. If this guy could connect to these guys here, problem solved. And I can't sort of just make this a circle higher up, because then I can't have this guy connect as the straight on here. He becomes a corner, and then I can't have both of them go the 2 ways I need. Alright, what if we try and make him go the same way? How does this work? If we tell this guy... So again, it's that corner there is the problem. Can't... No, that... Yeah, because this guy will just go on a loop there. But one will hit that point, and he'll just loop back around as well. I can't tell him to... Really got me stumped here. And I'll just make everyone crash. No, it's the exact same thing I literally just got rid of. Doesn't work. Doesn't work because he can't turn that way. But he can turn in. That won't affect this guy. But then I can't have this guy turn out of it. Turns this way, this guy turns that way. That's not been it this whole time, has it? These two guys collide, right? Oh. Finally. Well, there we go, the entirety of section 1. Railbound was the name of this game. I'm definitely enjoying it so far. It did seem like the tutorial levels were pretty easy, but then once it did start to throw down those challenge maps, got a nice challenge in there. Any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. Until next time, catch you later. See ya.